up? It's your boy King Down 225 coming at you with another reactionary video. So hit that like, subscribe, become part of the kingdom. Stevie. Or should I say like Jocelyn Hernandez? Stevie. Stevie. Stevie wonders why we calling him a sellout to black people. Bro, have you paid attention to your content? I'm gonna point this fact out, and y'all gonna think it's petty. But look at these thumbnails and the hat. Very pilgrim friendly. Very pilgrim friendly. A lot of his content, anti-black bullshit. And I did not unsubscribe to him like I did other anti-black dudes because, you know, I don't give a fuck if you pull a white bitch on your girl or your wife on YouTube. But in my mind, I'm like, how can you be pro-black and you don't date black girls? Well, this dude been having a horrible last couple weeks, almost a month. After ABBA, he debated ABBA. ABBA totally destroyed him. I fuck with ABBA and preach. Totally destroy him. Destroy him to the point where, look at these hats. Y'all think it's petty. I want you to point out these hats, okay? But then when he get caught off his blackness, he feel like he gotta his black card that been on probation for the last couple weeks. He feel like he gotta reinstate his black card. So he decides to pull out the fade. Man, cut it out. Cut it out. I just want you to point out before I react to this video, I'm a sell out to black people. I won't go to another his videos after ABBA exposed him. Now he on some. That will do anything for views. I'm gonna play this clip for a second. If you want to watch it, go to his channel. You want to watch the full clip, but watch this.
Well, should I say the N-word as she walks out?
Yeah! Do it.
Should I yell it?
Do it. Yeah, I'll do a Roman while you do it.
Alright. Get the fuck out of here, you stupid
Okay. I won't focus on the comment section of this video. After he made the I'ma sell out the black people bullshit. Freedom of speech doesn't eliminate common sense, respect, and responsibility. Steve having a self-reflection on his platform. Now he knows he would not have made this video if the debate with ABBA never happened. What a lame. I'll see what's happening here. Now, no, you're taking it out of context. If you know, you know. Stay on that side, Steve. Can't wait for ABBA pre-reaction to drop. Nah, he trying to come back home. Too late, sir. You done too much. But you see how the energy and fake toughness changed when dudes started pressing him. Please don't take him out of context. If you know, you know. That was not called for. She wasn't even disrespectful. Damn, Mr. Beast wild for that. I know a damage control video when I see it. Hey, me too. I know a damage control video when I see it too. After all this clapback and backlash you done got for the last couple weeks, now all of a sudden, you Mr. Neutral, get the fuck out of here. Bro, Cat Williams said this at the beginning of the year. Truth will be exposed. I never thought he was talking about podcasts. I've been talking about these raccoon podcasters for years. I mean, literally, O'Shea Duke Jackson finally made a video about how problematic Anton Daniels is. And I'm going to tell you, O'Shea, you took a light on him. I'm starting to look at you weird too. And I fucks with you tough. Like, bro, you gave that nigga, you made a lot of excuses and explain a lot. He got a black wife, he got a black daughter, blah, 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 blah. Fuck that. He's still anti-black. The problem is with a lot of these content creators that's anti-black, the Anton Daniels, the black conservative perspective, Officer Tatum, they go out of their way to show black people in negative light while ignoring the bullshit white folks do. You know why? Because it's a lot of money out here in disrespecting black folk. Point blank, period. As a YouTuber, I've been YouTuber almost 4 years. I'm still trying to get monetized. I'm trying to get monetized by being a voice for my people. They don't want that. They want me out here talking about how shitty we are, how trash we are, we thugs, we baby daddies and baby mamas. That's what they want. That's where the money come from. But standing on business for your people, they don't want that. They don't want that. What did you say yesterday? It is what it is. Rep your set with pride, Stevie. This your team. They want her to rag so bad she wasn't giving them what they wanted. That's a queen right there. You go watch this full video. Mr. Beast, if you out here saying nigga, you too, nigga. But now let's go back to the video I'm really about to rag to. Cause this nigga say shit that really ain't kosher. Shout out to my Jewish community. Original tribe of Israel right here. Y'all know y'all ain't gonna like that. But let's get to the video. They really out here exposing this. It's bad time out here for raccoons and Uncle Toms. Y'all really getting exposed.
Alright, so what we got? We got coon.
It's the reason why I pointed out the caps. That was very pilgrim centric. Now he let the face show. Bro, you kind of pandering. You got that backlash, and now you trying to get your. Because the black card is rarely revoked. The most you can get is on probation. His black card is on probation. And he's trying to get it reinstated. That's why he got the fade fully out. I want y'all to see how black I am. Nigga, we see what you doing. And we not falling for it.
We got bootlicker.
Yeah.
We got coconut.
Yeah.
We got Uncle Tom.
Yeah.
Sellout. Sellout is funny. That's an interesting one. That's one I got to get back to. Yeah, man. You know, as of this whole Kirk situation, bro, these labels have been flying at you, boy.
And now, let's not skip over the Kirk situation. There's 2 videos that's on his page when some white guys with mega hats went to HBCU and they ran them off the campus. He was calling them demons. This nigga was fake crying because no water came out of his eyes when he was talking about Charlie Kirk. You see how fake crying? How they demons? celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. You see my tears? That's what he was doing. All pandering for white folks and white dollars. And I keep saying, like Charleston White said, you should have went to HBCU. They just pull out their camera and ran you off the campus. Charlie Kirk got at a PWI, predominantly white institution. Had nothing to do with black folks. So why was HBCUs on lockdown? Because of the threat of white folks. Because of their anger. And you call black folks demons because they are threatened by something they had nothing to do with at their own home. Can't make this up, bro. Now he got the fade popping out. Nigga, I ain't seen your fade in about 4-5 years. You been wearing them goofy ass hats and do rags. Now, after this backlash, you trying to show black folks how black you is. We not fooled. Let's continue.
It's not something I'm new to, bro, because when you have, I guess, more conservative takes, and I hate even putting that label on things, man, but
Okay, I'm gonna stop this right now and point out the fact that black folks, FBAs, African Americans, or Sulani, whatever you want to call us, descendants of African slaves, American slaves in America, Foundation Americans that built this America, are more conservative than white folks in America. Y'all don't believe this, but ask a conservative black folks how he feel about homosexuality and shit like that. You will get more extreme views than white folks. Okay? So this notion that I'm conservative now, nigga, bro, we more conservative. We might be Democrats because of the policies that Republicans now today make, but we less liberal than the world realizes.
perception is reality, man. If you saying something that aligns with certain ways and certain eyes, they put you in this box, right? And black man with more of a conservative take on things, the black culture is going to despise. I mean, your boy done got death threats from strangers, bro. Like it's like that, bro. That's a whole different conversation, man. But like,
He talking about his death threats, but he not talking about the threats that these HBCUs was getting to force them into lockdown. Lockdown.
it ain't even the words, the labels, like the name calling that bother me. It's what it means at the core is my issue, man. You know what I mean? Because when I get those labels tossed at me, I know exactly who I'm talking to, and I know that there's no talking to them, right? Like if you come to the point to, label someone, and I know what that means in the black community too, bro. It's like, if you black being called a coon or Uncle Tom, bootlegger or whatever, it's like the worst thing ever because they're pretty much saying you ain't black, right? And just that, like just on that,
Nigga ain't saying you ain't black. We acknowledge your blackness. We just saying you a black sellout. It's a difference. You still black, which make it worse that you selling out your people. That don't mean that you not black. That just mean you a Benedict Arnold ass turncoat.
that alone, what that stands for is like thinking black people need to be a monolith. Like all black people need to look the same and feel the same and view.
I want y'all to remember what he said. Y'all think black people are supposed to be a monolith. But then he go into if we don't agree with his take or conservative ideas, then ain't no talking to him. You just said we not a monolith, so that means we don't have the same ideas or beliefs. But if we don't believe with what you think, we the motherfucking problem.
Things the same. That's a whole nother problem in itself, man. The reality of the situation is that black people are not a monolith. And y'all want black people to be a monolith, bro. And that's not it. And it's racist, bro. It's like the pot calling the kettle black, right? Regardless of what it is that I'm saying, for people to view me,
Fuck what I'm saying, regard what I'm saying for people to view me and sell out to hurt my feelings. Damn what I was nigga, you sound dumb.
and judge me on what I'm saying based on my skin tone is racist. And personally, for me, dog, like the amount of racism I've ever experienced ever in life is, especially now. I know for sure this is the most amount of racism I've personally experienced.
After you said bullshit against black folks, this is the most amount of racism. I already know what he about to say, even though I ain't watched this full video. The most amount of racism I ever received from black folks. After I said something stupid out of my mouth against black folk, offended white people. Something that happened to white people that ain't had nothing to do with black folks. I just dragged them in it. Bro, look in the motherfucking mirror, please. I need for y'all niggas like this to look in the mirror.
Throughout my entire life, right? From the flooding of it, man. Well, it makes sense though, because I got a lot of eyes on me. That shit brings out the demons for real, for real. You know what I mean? And I've had my racist experiences throughout my life, trust me. But those situations were based on like more one-on-one encounters, or things that I thought may have been happening that could have been due to racism, things I couldn't necessarily prove. You know what I'm saying? But I'm from Georgia, bro. Went to school in down south Georgia, bro. You know what I'm saying? Had cotton fields next to my college, bro. Like slave trade went through where my college was, man. So, and
And you
I
still a
don't know how it is
you still a
now, but
raccoon.
back then, bro, racism was still alive and thriving. Why? And I used to live from the lens of the people that despise me so much from my perspective, man. It's definitely an interesting position to be in, man. But it bothers me to see such a large sect of black folks act this way. But I get it. I understand it because I used to live that life, right? There was things that triggered me to place people in a certain box and despise them because of what I thought they owned or what I thought they believed in, man. It wasn't that long ago where I had my YouTube, bro. I told Tatum this. I think I may have told him in the interview, man, but I used to despise, not to this extent, bro, because y'all motherfuckers is crazy. I'm not talking about y'all motherfuckers is wild. But there was a
I don't really know if I can stomach this whole 19-minute video. I might cut this shit short. Cause he explaining bullshit. I need you to look in the mirror and understand the damage you do to the community. You just as bad as Officer Tatum. You just as bad as the Hodge twins. What you represent, what you was saying, bro, he was literally fake crying about Charlie Kirk. And people calling his death. These black folks is demon for running white folks off their campus for coming here without permission. And they didn't even do them nothing. Bro, stop it. Stop. I'm going to keep going because he said something about victim mentality that pissed me off so much, so I'm going to keep going.
point where before I had this transition of perspective and I was more of a liberal. I can't even say I was more of a liberal, bro. I've always had conservative values, man. But as far as
Do you know why you always had conservative values? Because conservatism in black community is a large part of the black community is dummy. You think you just all of a sudden like I had conservative views. Nah, nigga, you grew up with conservative views with a little bit of liberal sprinkling in them in the black community. That's the shit that y'all don't get about black community, bro. We are way more conservative than white folks in America. Y'all bullshit. Let's continue.
The race element and the black power element and the victim mindset. I was thoroughly immersed in it. That was my perspective, man. And anything that went against the way that I viewed the world, I deemed the devil. You know what I'm saying? And there was once upon a time, maybe it's 2025, maybe like 4 years ago. I forgot when my journey started, bro. But I used to look at Officer Tatum the way that y'all look at me. Like, man, fuck this guy. You know what I mean? So I understand where all that heat comes from, bro. And I remember having a conversation with someone. I'm not gonna tell the fucking name, man, but um, I remember when I was first starting to receive backlash from the black community, being called coon and bootlicker and a sellout, this, that, and the third, man. And it was bothering me much more because I hadn't gotten the thick skin yet. But at the same time, I was empathetic. And I'm still empathetic for those that view me that way because I used to live in those shoes, man. But I remember having a conversation with someone that had more of a conservative outlook and had, unplugged himself from the black victim box. I was like, man,
And that is, he said, black victim box. Listen, because we acknowledge the shit that we endured, the shit that people put us through, the shit we had to take, don't make us victims. We don't sit here and think about victimhood, this narrative, black victimhood, y'all victim, this victim mentality. That this is the one of the main thing Anton Daniels preach. Is this victim mentality, nigga. I'm not a victim. I don't consider myself a victim. I don't sit around here blaming white folks for everything without going to work, clocking in, and doing what I need to do to get myself right. But I will acknowledge how this systematic racism has trapped us in the loop to never attain the shit that they get off birthright. We have to work hard and escape poverty. You're a victim. You always blaming black, white people. Listen, fuck you. I'm not a victim. Kiss my ass. You talking the same talking points that anti-black white supremacists say. You are hopping bop. You are coon. You're a kunta. You're Uncle Tom. You're a sellout. Victim, anytime I hear a nigga say victim mentality, I already, like you said, I already know. Ain't no talking to them.
what can we do to get like more black folks to understand our perspective, right? And bro was like, man, you can't, dog. I did it. I used to live that life. I was on the
Like, why you idolizing white folks? How you doing what white people do? What can we do? Nigga, you need to do more than talk at black folk. Build a school, build a business, create generational wealth. Like white people do for each other. This sitting here bumping your chest about, I got an answer. This what black folk need to do. Why are you cashing your check and spending it on your white girl? Suck my dick, my nigga. Go put a grocery store in a neighborhood that has food insecurities. Why you got crushed by Alba about this starvation shit and this missing food insecurity? Go put a grocery store. In fact, go to the black community and realize how many of them lack adequate resources in their community to even do better. Fatherlessness, yeah. Oh, all these people are on food stamps and welfare. Where the daddies at? Where the grocery store? Literally, I live in Baton Rouge, bro. And the closest grocery store is in a whole nother city. Or I gotta go all the way across town to a Walmart. In this area I'm in, that's literally on the shadows of Southern University, there's no grocery stores. There's no grocery stores. So when they talk about this, the food insecurity, nigga, they literally classify this area in a black community as a food desert. Do you hear me? Meaning there's no grocery stores to get good food. These people have to eat off McDonald's or convenience store chips, dollar store snacks. And if you don't have an automobile, if you ain't trying to catch 4 buses, 5 buses, and take 2 hours to get to a Walmart in the white area, you fucked. But y'all don't get that because guess what? I'm getting YouTube checks. I got that money. I could order Uber Eats. I could order Sparks and get my groceries delivered. My nigga, bro, it's weird how much people be out here starving that y'all don't realize. I go to work every day. Never been late. Never called out. And almost goddamn 2 years. And before then, my last job, I was employee of the month because I was never late, never called in, came in on my day off whenever they called me. Meaning I'm a goddamn hard worker. And some days I can't afford to feed my motherfucking self. No matter how hard I work, no matter how much I'm not a strain to the system, not on food stamps, I'm not on welfare, I'm not on Medicaid. I pay my own motherfucking way. And some days I gotta decide whether I'm gonna feed myself or pay my bills. Even ramen noodles then went up. I remember a goddamn pack of ramen noodles was $1 too. Now they like $5, $6. I'm like, man, I just eat a couple bananas. I eat some some potatoes and mashed something that's heavy on my stomach to fill me up once a day. I'm a big dude. Motherfuckers be surprised that I literally eat once a day. But you was very dismissive about starvation about kids when it came to album. Abortion. Talking points that you got from white daddy, your white pay bastards. When he ever telling you cooking your ass, I mean you've been cooked for a minute now, and your pay is gonna survive because still gonna be some white folks out here like get 'em. These niggas ain't shit. We the victims. Us white males. We the victims now. Man, if y'all don't cut it out and stop it, bro. Literally, you are in defense of white males who feel like we felt for centuries. Like, white man, listen to me, bro. You can't feel like I feel because you still got white privilege. But we not allowed to talk about that. Let's continue.
Same shit you was on, trying to save everybody, bro. But you can't save them, bro. They have to go through it themselves because it's nothing you can tell them to make them feel otherwise, man. And I put myself in them shoes too, like how I was back then. There was nothing anybody could have told me or shown me to make me break from the perspective that I had, right? Because that was years and years and years of brainwashing and indoctrination. And I don't even like using them words, bro, because that
Are you brainwashed now? Are you indoctrinated now? Right, like right now. Because for me, you just told me you are brainwashable. So are you brainwashed now? To me, this reminds me of my homeboy. And it's weird to me. Like, after 40 years, he like 5 years older than me. He finally picked up the Bible and he read it. And he went around preaching the word to us like we was less than, we didn't know no better. Like, nigga, you just picked this Bible up and got this knowledge. My boy, I grew up in the church. I read the Bible a long time ago. This shit you talking about, I've been past. Like I'm like, I used to look at people like, man, you believe this nigga? He come here like preaching at us like he sanctified and we not. Nigga, you literally just picked this Bible up and read it. I've been knowing the word for centuries, for decades. That's what Stephen Knight reminds me of my homeboy who finally picked up the Bible. Like you go overboard on this other side. Yeah, you was like, man, when I was in my victimhood state, I used to go against Officer Tatum. Nah, I'd have picked the Bible up of conservatism. And I'm here to preach to y'all how wrong y'all is on y'all life. Man, please excuse yourself from my sight. Because clearly you don't understand what you saying.
Might trigger y'all. I'm not trying to trigger the people that I'm
I'm
trying to
not
talk
trying to
to.
trigger
But
you.
like growing up in a Democratic family, more liberal family, more victim mindset family, but that may
Victim.
trigger y'all, man. But it what it is, I can't think of any other fucking words outside of what it actually is, man. But like I grew up in that, man. You know what I'm saying? Looking at Republicans a certain way, looking at white people a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Always thinking somebody out to get you, always thinking brothers is down or whatever. I lived that fucking life, man. And then when you going through it, submerged in it, like you born into it, it's like a religion. I mean, it is a religion, bro. That perspective is a religion, dog. There's nothing anybody can tell you to remove you from it because you've identified.
What can a person tell you to remove yourself from your coon mentality? Stephen Knight. It's weird that people say shit while being the kind of people that they talking about. You can't see no other perspective but your own, sir. So how are you different from how you was raised? You are still that person, but you just own a different ideal. You thinking you know all the answers, and the people who don't have the answers like you do are wrong. Simple minded, victim mentality. How are you different from the people you were raised with? Somebody explain this to me.
That you've identified with, the black struggle and what we went through back in the day, and it's just poured into you, like,
You know
Jim
what?
Crow.
Y'all go watch this shit on your own. I can't do this no more. Fuck this nigga. I'm subscribed to him. I'm gonna see what he got to say. Fuck all the other Uncle Tom's, the Anton Daniels, the black conservative perspective. If y'all wanna go watch this video, please do. I don't. I don't give a fuck. I can't literally stomach this nigga no more. Okay. Shout out to all the people that have been roasting his ass for the past couple weeks. In fact, I'm going to highlight them right quick before I go. Random Universe is one of. That nigga cooked you. You got your ass beat up. You got your ass beat up in a boxing match and I ain't know about. No worry. These couple videos I was supposed to react to. Watch TV been on your ass. Jew Almighty been on your ass. Let's play the video right quick so I can end it with this.
Out of their frame of mind until they take their own journey to do it. And I'm not gonna sit here wasting my time trying to take them out when they not ready to have that conversation.
If you're not willing or you're not interested in that discussion, that's fine. But saying that there's no way to talk people out of forms of
Yeah, there is a way. There's a way. I'm just saying I'm not signing up for it. You can. I'm not.
He keeps saying that they're not willing to have this conversation when the they he's talking about is in the ring. Stevie went night-night in the ring. Seeing somebody slowly being choked to death or somebody ending quickly. Both terrible, both unfortunate, both should have never happened. But which one do you think? We will also be diving into the fact that it does make sense to what happened to him. That's what it felt like Stevie was doing here. Reaching for the sky, reaching for the stars. All I know is he was doing a whole bunch of reaching. I made a reference talking about a tapeworm that he was reaching and reaching and pulling out of his asshole, and he could never find the end of it because that's what it felt like he was doing during his rant.
Interested in that discussion? That there's no way to top people.
Here, support what he does and try to make fucking energy, bro.
Them fake tears. Ain't no water coming out his eye.
Which would make sense considering he's always trying to white knight for the white people. But it does feel kind of ironic considering as of day of recording right now today, Stevie Knight seems to be trying to rebrand. He seems to be trying to renew his black card because he's out here actually dropping videos trying to hold men accountable for talking mad shit to women. Because he couldn't just pinpoint the fact that it was black women because that's all it was on the video. But I will dive into that probably so that it seems to mean something different from the meaning that we're just going to go ahead and dive into some of it was just his word against his own word. We'll continue to grow something to behold. Slowly takes a long time to the point where you see that their life is leaving their body. Their soul is amazing to see. No real puns on the name like that wasn't intentional, but it does make sense to what happened to him in the ring. Like honestly, like I'm surprised people don't just like troll him to this day and call him Stevie Night for what happened. You know what? Look, I'm gonna save my critique about this until the end of the video, but let's go ahead and hit the edit.
I just want to end it right there where that nigga got folded out on his own legs. Let's go back again. Look at them legs. That boy got folded. Just because you got muscles don't mean you can't get whooped. Big boy, no. But muscles don't mean you can take a punch. You can't do no chin reps and make your chin strong. Nah, if you got a glass jaw, bitch, I don't give a fuck how many muscles you got. Your jaw still gonna be made out of glass. Boy got folded into his own. I'm in there right there. Y'all go do y'all own research on Stevie Knight's, the black conservative perspective, how they ignore problematic shit white folk do, and go through all this shit just to find one video to shit on black folks. Anton Daniels. Listen, O'Shea, I fuck with you tough. You like my number one YouTuber out here. All my kids go, here's O'Shea Dude Jackson. Listen, I don't give a fuck if Anton Daniels' wife is super black and his daughter black. I know a raccoon when I see one. And you making all these excuses for his behavior because your fans called you out because you was talking about the Highs twins and this and that and all these other raccoons, and you let Anton Daniels slide. He not for us. This your boy King Down 225 with another reactionary video. Hit that like, subscribe, become part of the kingdom. You ain't gotta fuck with us, just don't fuck with us.